watched that video of the Cosby show. I know Bill Cosby, pedophile, sex trafficker, whatever the fuck he is, I don't like him. But that show with Vanessa and her friends. She was the only camel skin, brown skin chick in there. It was a two bright skinned girls. They called Lipstick, and they would do a song called Locomotion. Remake that song, okay? And they would gyrate and shake, and they hardly had no clothes on. Stuff they bras, stuff put tissue in their bras to make their breasts look big. Okay, now this is when Vanessa was barely 18 or whatever. Now, of course, if she want to move out her parents, she should have. Okay, I know it's a show, but if you want to do the job rate, go move out your parents. Don't be living in your parents' house trying to do that and trying to advertise to your parents. This was back in 1990, right? I was 10 years old. And I remember getting mad at Claire Huxtable for her mother, and God rest her soul, of Felicia Rashad and Debbie Allen's mama. She just passed away, okay? And they Creole, okay? Yeah, they in Mexico too. Forget about that. They didn't want to the Mexico spokesman to get away from segregation. Okay, history to be learned. So, when when Miss Huxtable, Felicia Rashad's character, got mad. Why she get mad at her daughter and her friends gyrate? Everybody doing it the damn. Come on, baby. I wish I could show the camera me doing it, but they were gyrating and twerking and shaking it, and hardly had no clothes on. Hardly had no damn clothes on. This is what? When Tyla born? Tyla born like 2001, 2. This way before she was born. It's back in 1990. Why did you see what I'm saying? You speaking to a man. I'm a man. I got a penis. Okay? I don't want my future daughter, gyrate like that. First of all, let the real men talk. I'm seeing a bunch of women commenting about this Tyler thing. Grown men. You who in your 40s, 50s, 30s, I ain't talking about 20-something years old, her age. I'm talking about something. If you saw this girl talking about water, and you got daughters, I don't care what your race is, would you want your daughter to listen to that? We already dealt with the Britney Spears situation. Now look at Britney. Now I remember at 19 years old, and she was 17 when she did the lingerie on Rolling Stone. Man, her mama and her dad let them do that. There were Jive Records, Tom Bartola Company, Sony Records, same company R. Kelly had Aaliyah on. I want everybody to know that Jive Records, I think they was in sync with them too, and Backstreet Boys. We heard about Lou Pearl raping them men and boys, okay? They manager who doing the same thing. Christoph with Sony Records too. Do y'all get what that? B2K with Sony Records. Tom Bartola signed in. Mariah Carey ex-husband, Jennifer Lopez side piece, Tyla husband, okay? Tyla's a Mexican singer, one that married Tom Bartola. The devil that Michael Jackson called him. Do you see the real reason why? And she is signed to Sony Records. She is. Tyler is signed to that demonic company. Why you think Beyonce acting the way she acting? Why you think Shakira? If you saw Shakira back in 1995 when she had black hair, she wasn't acting like that. She went out there next to Rihanna years ago doing some lesbo thing. She wasn't doing that mess. Y'all don't understand what the agenda they pushing. You worrying about race. Fuck race. Fuck the fact she calls herself color, mixed, black. I don't give a damn. She calls herself damn white. I don't give a fuck. What about our girls? What about little kids? You don't understand. We got our damn sexy red. Yeah. Pound town for us grown folks. That's not for no kids to be listening. You got daycare center let these girls listen to sexy red talking about it coochie. Nah, I don't believe what the kids. We made me get mad if I did. But I wouldn't whoop the kids' ass. I whoop the damn daycare ass. What the fuck you got these little girls seeing that shit? Y'all understand what type of agenda they pushing? Jaguar Wright is not being a damn hater. She being a bitch on for the motherfucking talk. What about our kids? You don't understand that. That's why these pedophiles be looking for these little girls. And one thing, the manager, Von, whatever, Glenn, he's about my age. You go to Tyler at 17 years old on TikTok, And then you gonna leave your girlfriend, show Cosby, who's grown, and then talk to Tyla parents. You gonna sign a contract, and now you dating Tyla? Now what the fuck is this shit? Did you date her before she turned 18 or after? Now that's the question I want to ask. The white boyfriend caused this shit. From Zimbabwe. Yeah, they got white people born in Africa. Man. And I saw Getting Late. Her and lingerie with I don't want my girls looking at that. She better was 19 years old when she made a song back in 2023. 2021. She was 19 years old. And she looked like a damn child. And your daughter gonna be looking at that, Mom, I want to wear what she went. No, hell no, you ain't wearing that. You ain't watching her, period. This agenda that y'all talking about race. Fuck race. Fuck color. What about the girl's safety? What about the kids' safety? They pushing a sick agenda to our children. Y'all don't understand this shit. I see why my family was very protective and stuff. I used to get angry about the I'm a small child, Leo. I don't like nobody telling me to do. But when I see the agenda and you go to hell with these folks, the reason why I'm talking is y'all and folks in the mixed race community on YouTube, you already know my stalker, right? He could have a Prince Stokes. You know the reason why he's stalking me, right? Because of R. Kelly. I'm the one supposed to R. Kelly's lighting his dog skin, but that's not his dog skin, but that nasty tape with Sparkle's niece on there. That's his camera skin ass. If being the sun got dark in the sun, high penetration playing basketball, sweating, ready to get urinate on that girl. Now you see why I have an issue with Tyla? You have the former Santana with Zachary King telling people that these people are making folks have sex with kids or and stuff to get into the industry. A warehouse deal. You got folks out there doing sex trafficking. That's why Chester Bennington ended up dead. That's why Chris Kelly, y'all don't understand this bullshit. You got Diddy out here in that mess. You cannot make this shit up. They pushing that woman to promote a nasty image to our young girls. They did with a tattoo. Bring two Russian girls. One was grown, was 18, was 17, doing legs, both songs. I think she said when Victoria the Rats come, they already pushing it to young people. I can see grown women doing this shit, but not no girls. You had girls back in the day. I bet it got a house. I'm hearing about girls kissing each other and shit as they watch this stuff. That's why Madonna had kissed what's her name, Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. Her agenda was not towards the grown women. I'm sorry, I got to put Madonna on blast too. I love me some Madonna, but God dog it, leave the kids alone. These children don't need to hear this shit. Y'all talking about you don't want your sons being gay, you don't want to get girls being gay either. That's for them to grow up and make a decision they turn around. It's not nobody pushing agenda, but they marketing to a young crowd. And you got girls doing Tyla dances, gyrating, talking about listening to her lyrics. Make me water. We know water we talking about. We ain't talking about no water she pouring on her. She talking about some sex. She talking about cum. That's called like it is. Talking about dick cum, pussy cum. I mean, I'll be nasty because some of y'all are still stuck in the head that this is the stuff they pushing to our children. Yeah, I'm being old fashioned. I don't give a damn. When you find these people Satanists doing this shit, they got all this damn money, and that's the thing they want to do is target the children? Bro, this is sick shit. She should be canceled. Ain't got nothing to do with her being colored. We all colored. We all mix. Fuck that. What about our children? What about our kids? This is why Eazy-E got killed. Do you know that? Because he could stop hanging around with Jerry Heller. Jerry Heller used him to be the nigga. No offense to Easy, but it was. Be his nigga, promote gangster rap to the Africans and Hispanic folks. He was happy it got the Hispanic folks involved. But when he saw Jerry Heller being demonic and satanic, that's why he got that person with that HIV and ended up in hospital. Ooh, I'm talking too much information. You forgot that Suge Knight and Jerry Heller the same damn doctor. It wasn't Suge Knight that did it. And why is that man, the security officer, one that's from Israel, It's in that doggone FBI thing about the white supremacists come after Easy. Woo! And Tupac. Woo! Woo! It's too much information. You don't understand. These people are promoting a sick agenda to the children. Okay? That's why Dean Snyder is at Nickelodeon. That's why he doing that shit. That's why he had our Erica putting water on her, sucking her toes, and talking about doing all these things in public on Nickelodeon, of all places. They got these people out there to target our children, and Tyla deserved to be canceled. Yeah, she sold her soul. Let's call it like it is. That white man from Zimbabwe went to her 17 years old. That's why Kanye didn't want Northwest on TikTok. Because I'm sorry, it should be for grown folks. It should not be for kids. You got pedophiles looking at children dancing, singing, and they approach these people. They don't have to be on the sex offender. They can be ones who have not been discovered yet. And then once you catch them, they catch your kids. He approached her 17, talked to her parents. They from South Africa. He got a business here in the United States in New York with his record label. And he signed her to his record label and then to Sony. And right there and there, same thing with R. Kelly. When it came to the drug dealer, talking about the Jamaican American dude, David Hyatt. I don't think David Hyatt was pushing the pedophilia that R. Kelly was doing. But he signed his record label to Vash Records and then went to Jive Records. Here goes Sony. Epic Records, Jive Records, RCA, all belong to Sony Music. Okay. And he started promoting, that's from RK, yeah. And they knew that RK was like an underage girl because they have a culture that mess in Hollywood. He's like, join the crowd, Mr. Robert. You don't understand. And like Jaguar said, she gonna end up like Aaliyah. Or maybe like Britney Spears. And look at Ariana Grande. Does she look the same as she did the movie Wicked? Do Ariana Grande look the same? She 30-something years old. She was doing the same thing that Tyla was doing. Okay? And everybody got mad. Wendy Williams saying that the girl, she do like a little girl. We know that Ariana Grande is a grown woman, but she looks like a little girl dressed in sexy clothes, and you got these little girls out there emulate that behavior. You tell your dog, don't you dress that way, they're gonna argue with you. If Ariana Grande can do it, I can do it. You try to say it's not your house, well, I'm a league and run away. Do you understand? It causes mess with the kids. I was a spoiled child, I know. I was abused, but I used to run that mouth too. And then use someone from TV as an excuse of my argument. Do you understand why I don't approve Miss Tyla? Now, if she came into the United States like Shoma Cozy, showing African culture, being clean with her culture and her music, yeah, I promote Tyla. But when we find out that this white man from Zimbabwe saw her at 17 years old, talked to her parents, signed a contract, one of her first songs talking about getting late, we know what getting late means. She got lingerie on. She's in the football field as a cheerleader, a football player. She's trying to talk to the young people in high school. Getting late means getting laid, baby. That's called like it is. We don't know. We know exactly what she's talking about. She in lingerie with her homegirls in the bed. Bare no clothes on. We know what that means. You ain't talking to somebody who born yesterday. Getting late means getting late to get damn late. Whoop. On demon time. Call like it is. You cannot make this stuff up. Y'all get on my nerve with this racial shit. Fuck race. It's about these kids here. And you hear this agenda, when you actually behind the scenes, these people intentionally trying to promote this, but lie in your face and use semantics, trying to tell you, nah, they did it with Lil' Kim. But see, Lil' Kim music for grown folks. Anyone know back in the 90s, we had to sneak go listen to that music. Keyword sneak. They in our face with Tyla. They try to clean her little image up, but still put some semantics to push this little agenda to the girls. And then, like Jaguar say, one pedophile gonna have that daughter that they messing with, and say, come by to sleepover. And they play Tyla music, and they all twerking and gyrating. And here come that pedophile dad or mama ready to do some stuff to their child. Do you know your child messed up? Do you understand why that we're against this? I'm against this. It's about these kids. It's about these children. We have to be careful when we protect our kids from these people. They intentionally going after our children. You don't understand that. It's not about no fucking race. Stop with the race car shit. It's about our children. You don't understand that. These people trying to sex traffic our kids. Get our kids kidnapped. You don't understand that. You worried about some fucking race. Fuck race, y'all. It's about our children. I don't even have kids. Y'all got kids. You don't want your daughter out there doing that. I mean, when you find out these people behind the music industry are satanic.